Hey, everybody, welcome to today's episode. Today, we're going to start with an unusual but vulnerable confession that I am an alien in this world, come from somewhere else, wrapped up in a human form. I am an alien. You are also an alien in this strange, strange land. You are an alien. I am an alien. And here's the third part to this whole thing is if you're watching this channel and you're part of my crew, there's a very good chance, probably about a 99% chance, that you already know you're an alien. So here's the thing. A lot of people don't realize they are aliens in this world. But the very nature of this experience called life is basically we are aliens here. We are visitors in this strange land. Souls put inside of bodies, placed in this temporal experience called life that can be a lottery ticket, that can be seen as an amazing, incredible experience. And in today's episode, I wanted to give you some very valuable tools to help the aware alien, those of us who are aware that we're aliens in this time and space realm, to help you to function, and not just function, but flourish in this predicament. Because we find ourselves in a predicament, my friend. This is a situation we've gotten ourselves into. This is a very foreign experience. And what I'm trying to convey and help you with today is to get to the business of enjoying this experience, not wrestling with it. And more importantly, as an alien in this experience, also, we can call it a highly sensitive person, someone who knows that you're not just a physical body, someone who knows that you're a soul inside of a body, and someone you very likely, if you're watching this, you experience yourself as a soul inside of a body. You're very sensitive, you're very emotional, you're very creative, you're very artistic, you're a big thinker, you're a teacher, you're a leader, you're a guide, you're an artist, you're gifted, you're talented. And if that's you, I have really good news for you and really bad news for you at the same time. This experience for those of us who are highly sensitive, highly gifted, all those things that you are, a beautiful, gifted alien in this world, this life can be very, very hard. Business can be hard. Relationships can be hard. Functioning in the structures that our civilization have put into place for this whole thing to run kind of with some modicum of order and dignity, it can be hard to make it in this world. But the good news is that when we abide in certain just basic hygienes, certain basic truths, certain basic ways of being in this world, we as highly sensitive people, aka the aliens in this world, we can actually flourish and thrive, and we have a huge advantage and edge. So I'm giving you something called the art project paradigm. This is how we can actually come alive. This is how we can stop wrestling with this whole thing. The art project paradigm is a simple way. Now, it's not easy, but it's simple. It's a simple and brave way of living that at first feels very scary. But after not so long, maybe a couple weeks, maybe a couple months, you start to understand your dharma, and it starts to be made clear to you, and you start to be moved by something called spanda. Spanda is the primordial force that brings life to everything. And then you start to move with the divine beloved, and it starts to move through you through inspiration. And the more that you trust that spanda that's moving through you anyway, my friend, and the more you take those divinely guided actions and start bringing your ideas out into the world, the more you're letting the flow of life move out and rushing out of you. Life can only reflect back to you what you're giving to life. So when you open yourself up to the spanda, I'm going to give you some very important, simple step-by-steps here, but I want to break this down for you. The spanda, the primordial life force, the thing that makes the flowers bloom, the thing that makes the grass grow, the thing that makes the planets evolve and turn, and the thing that the primordial energy and flow. Some might want to call this God. I don't care what you want to call it. There's something breathing your lungs every second of your life. There's something pumping your heart. It's flowing through you. And millions of people every day, and they wake up and they put a big lid on top of this energy that's trying to burst through you out into the world. Now, here's the thing. There are two paradigms here in this time and space reality. There's the survival insanity paradigm, wherein you wake up every day doing something you don't enjoy doing for the sake of surviving and or just getting by and or being safe. So that's the paradigm that a lot of people follow because that's what we're told we should do. And I've lived on that side of the paradigm, and I told a little bit about this story before, where I was working a job to supplement my personal training career. As a personal trainer, I loved what I did, but I didn't quite pay the rent. And so I had to take another job. And so I had to go to a corporate office called Wheels Incorporated in Niles, Illinois. And it was a slice of hell. And I really didn't like it. It didn't suit my constitution. And I cried every Sunday. And I came to realize at that time, this is an insane way to live. Am I going to do this for the next 4 decades of my life? That's insanity. That's crazy. This experience is insane if you live that way. If you're waking up and you don't feel lots of joy, not every day, but most days, about what you're going to be doing with your time, to me, that's insanity. The other side of insanity, there's no escaping the insanity here. I'm sorry. You pick your insanity. The other paradigm that I am offering today is the sane side of insanity. And this is the art project paradigm. And this is stepping into Deluluville. Okay? Some people want to call it Deluluville. I'll go ahead and call it Deluluville. I don't care what you want to call this side of insanity. It's the other side of insanity. And I'm going to call it the sane side of insanity. And so I took a leap all the way into Deluluville. So I want to tell you really quick about when I took the jump to Deluluville. And it has a little something to do with this book that you cannot get anywhere else. I have one of the only copies of this book. I don't even know how many other people have this. But this is actually a free plus shipping offer that Frank Kern had on one of his sales in 2007. He had this in 2007 before I started my online business. Frank Kern, for those of you who don't know, he's a marketing genius. He's an excellent business teacher. And I actually learned a lot from him before I even started my career. And so he had this free plus shipping offer. This is an old trick that marketers use. Where you basically say, it's free, you just pay shipping, and then you pay the $6. I paid $6 for this book. And then they send you the book, but on the thank you page, he has like $1,000 upsell offer that is like the one time you're going to see this offer. And I loved it. But anyway, so I spent $6 on this book. I waited anxiously, I got it, and I devoured it in about a half hour. When I got this book and I read it, it solidified for me, I'm going to jump all the way into whatever the sauce is that these business teachers are drinking. Because I was looking at Frank Kern, I was looking at Seth Godin, I was looking at a guy named the Rich Jerk, I was reading a lot from the Zine Queen, the E-Zine Queen, just all these online marketing business people who were clearly crushing it and that were really doing the damn thing. And there was something in their mindset. What this book basically taught me is that there was something in his mindset that it was like 99% mindset. It's a sense of entitlement to just having a good life. In the beginning part, he talks about basically just choosing. You have to choose. What's your goal? He takes you through a quick exercise that almost every single business teacher and spiritual leader takes you through, and it's what's your goal? And so I thought there was going to be some secret sauce in this book. There's not really any secret sauce. What I got from it was, well, this is about the same exact book that all the other business books have said. This is a guy that I've been studying for a little while. He's saying the things that I already know. So really, the only thing that's holding me back is that I need to just choose to jump all the way in, despite the fact that everyone around me said it was crazy. Everyone around me was like, this isn't realistic. I didn't tell all that many people, but the people I did tell, they were like, what are you talking about? What do you mean you're going to start a website and make a bunch of money online? And I was like kind of explaining it. Nobody got it except for my partner at the time. Thank God. My partner at the time, we were together for a really long time and he was excellent. And he was delusional too. So that really helped. So he was delusional. And when I would tell him my delusional dreams, he would be like, yes, I love that. And we would just help each other with our delusional dreams. Anyway, I jumped all the way into Delusionalville. I suggest you do too. Deluluville. This is one big giant art project. This can be fun. This can be joyful. Business, by the way, it doesn't have to be some drama, overwhelming stress fest. This whole thing can be as fun as you want it to be. And that's why I'm calling this the art project paradigm. If we think of it like an art project, which is exactly how I treat everything, there's no skin in the game. There's nothing to lose, really. It's one big giant art project. Then we're coming at it from curiosity. Then we're coming at it from, wouldn't it be cool if? Wouldn't it be awesome if? Wouldn't it be great if? Do you know? Okay, so let's break this down into practical steps. Okay, I want to just give you some practical steps so you can jump all the way into Deluluville with me. Today, this is a choice you have to make. Nobody can make this choice for you. So number one, you have to choose that life is one big giant art project lottery ticket. This experience, like I said before, is one big giant art project lottery ticket. Number two, you made that choice. Here's what's going to happen. You just opened the floodgates for the universe. You, as an alien, a highly sensitive person, you're given ideas on a regular basis. That's the nature of your role in this world as a leader, a teacher, a creator, artist, performer, whatever. If you're on this video, it's because you have something to contribute and you're getting ideas all the time, but you might not be honoring your ideas. You might not be dancing with your ideas. And so if you want to start increasing your income by a lot, building up a business that's great, that's successful, that's consistent, that's fun. If you want to start going into ease and flow with the whole thing, when you get your ideas, you're going to honor them. And you're going to start honoring them by writing them down. So what a lot of people do is they get great ideas. And I saw this in the YouTube Breakthrough Challenge. There's a lot of people with a lot of ideas that they don't even let the ideas bubble up. The idea comes and it's like, oh, that might be a good idea. And then they automatically shut it down because it's not realistic. I don't know how to do it. Stop doing that. Step 3, you're going to have this big, uncomfortable idea now. And it's a ball of hard clay that seems like a big, huge, impossible, like cold bit of clay on your potter's wheel. You don't know what to do with it. So you're going to experience the emotions of fear, frustration, doubt, excitement, and all the other things that come along with having a really, really, really juicy idea. And it almost takes your breath away. You're going to go right into that experience as a regular routine. You're going to go directly into it. I want you to go directly into that feeling. When I get an idea and it really excites me and thrills me, and I'm feeling uncomfortable about it, and my mind starts racing, how am I going to do this? How am I going to get it done? I don't know if I can. I don't know how. Yep, bingo, ding, 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 ding. That's it. When I follow those ideas and I bring those to market, this is why I've had an online business for 15 years that's sufficient, that's sustainable, that's generated multiple 6 figures, is because I follow that through line. I follow the energy. Where is the energy leading me? It's not arbitrary. The energy that's coming through you, it's not accidental. That, again, like I started this episode with, there's Sponda. It's moving through you. It's going to be guiding your way. One of my excellent teachers named Richard Miller, he says, get your marching orders every morning and you follow that energy. It's not like going to possess us and make us do something we don't want to do. It's going to be in alignment with what you're here to do, what your gifts and talents are. For instance, when I got the inspiration to do the YouTube Breakthrough Challenge, I got that inspiration about 5 days before I posted the monk mode video. That was the last episode. Okay. And so I got the idea. I didn't know what would come of it. I thought this would be really, really fun. I would love to put this on for people. I'd love to take people through a 5-day YouTube Breakthrough Challenge. And it comes with every single time, everybody, an idea that I really love, an idea that loves me, that I can't get out of my head. It comes with a lot of fear. Every single one of them. I feel an intense feeling in my chest. Feels like something's trying to explode out of me, because it is. It feels very intense. I also feel a twisting in my diaphragm. And now a lot of people, when they're not dancing with the spanda, they haven't opened to that energy. They're not used to allowing the spanda flowing through them like a Russian geyser. Just come on, baby, just like flow right through me. They feel these feelings, they shut it down, they turn it away, and then they numb themselves because they don't want to feel the anxiety, quote unquote, the anxiety. Well, when you have a creative process, an idea that's been given to you by the Divine Beloved kicks it over to you like we can think of it like a mega shooting star, pew, in your court, landing right into your soul. What are you going to do with it? Of course, it's going to be intense. Of course, the ideas that are given to you are not arbitrarily given to you. Of course, it's going to be intense. What comes with this is a packet of energy that's going to be helpful to at least a couple hundred people, probably, if not thousands of people. And who knows, maybe millions, and maybe it might ripple out into eternity. So of course, there's going to be intensity with it. Of course. And of course, your ego is going to try to fight you tooth and nail. No, this idea might not work. Who gives a damn? As Caroline Myss says, that's pissant thinking. So when you get a big idea, a juicy idea, one that feels really good in your body and also very, very scary in your body, we don't turn away from it and say, but I don't know how I'm going to do this. That's what the ego wants you to say. The ego wants you to take that little excuse, run with it, and go do something comfy, like numb yourself and get on Instagram. Get on Instagram after you give your idea some legs and get a couple actions taken. And get out of that pissant thinking, as Caroline Myss says. Okay? So you get a big, huge lump of clay. It's sitting on your desk. You're going to feel fear. You're going to feel terror. You're going to feel frustration. It's going to feel like something's trying to burst out of your chest, especially with those big, juicy ideas. You're going to take that clay, and I want you to put your hands in it and get it nice and warm. You're going to start shaping it and chipping at it and chipping at it and chipping at it. And what does this mean? It means step 4. Step 4, you're going to start taking little baby actions. And those actions pile one on top of the next, one on top of the next, one on top of the next. You just take one baby action at a time. So when I was putting together the YouTube Breakthrough Challenge, I said, I don't know exactly how this is going to go. How many days do I want it to be? I want it to be 5. How many people am I going to allow? What day am I going to have it? I want to have it February 3rd. That's awfully close. Can I do this in the next 10 days? How would I do it if I needed to do it in the next 10 days? Who would I need to hire for help? What would the landing page say? And then I'd start getting these things together. And I sit down at my desk and I do the damn work. And I bring this stuff into the world over and 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 over again. And so when I put that stuff out into the world, again, I don't ever come at this with the whole thing of, I want to make a bunch of money. But it just so happens the way the system is set up, like I said, it's insane one way or the other. If you step all the way into Delusional, guess what? Your business partner is now God. Your business partner is no longer the manager, the boss, or whoever, the guy that that comes around your cubicle with his coffee mug saying, hey, did you read that report, or whatever the hell. Your co-pilot is no longer your scared little ego, suppressing your ideas, batting things down. No, you're stepping into Delusional, where guess who your co-pilot is? It's God. And guess who writes your bills or pays your bills for you when you're in Delusional? It's God. And guess who finds you the perfect customers? God does. Because guess what? God is in this whole scheme of things, in this whole crazy experience. God is in all of it. God is certainly in all of it. God is never not in any situation. God has never left your side. But when we jump all the way into the sane side of the Deluluville, the sanity part where, hey, maybe I wasn't put on this planet to suffer for 4 decades doing something I don't like doing, but it's the most sane way to live our lives, to have that partnership with God, who is then writing your paychecks. You know, you're taking your orders now from the Divine Beloved. That Spanda is now your boss. That Spanda is now in charge. That Spanda is now guiding your way. So I'd like to just share with you really quick what this looks like for me in real practical terms. So I gave you step number 4, and now we're going to go on to step number 5. Step number 5 is actually bringing all of your work out into the world. This is business in action. So a lot of people, when they hear the word business, their brain shuts down and they think of men with leather suitcases on Wall Street, and they're like, oh, I don't know. Business is nothing more than allowing that spanda to flow through you and contributing it to the world, giving it to the people who need it. So I'm going to just show you what this looks like for me in real time. So step 5 for me looks like this. This is a stack of papers that are, I don't know, there's probably like 300 or so pages here, or maybe more. This is just from the past 6 months. This is about 6 to 8 months of ardent work, courses, programs, teachings, free training, paid training that I've wrote up. This is about a book's worth of content from just 6 to 8 months of me showing up and letting Spanda work through me. And this has been helpful for my students. This has helped thousands of people create new businesses for themselves, to teach themselves how to bring their passions into profits. There's all kinds of trainings in here, and workbooks, and lessons, and guides. And so this is what happens when we let Spanda move through us. This is also what happens when we let Spanda move through us. I collect my ideas. And so these are two little stacks of paper that I actually, when I get ideas, and I don't know what exactly to do with them, I take some time and I flesh them out. No matter what, if it has a little bit of energy, I give it some time. I have thousands of ideas, but then there's some that really have some energy. So I give those their due diligence, and I spend a little bit of time with them. And sometimes they go somewhere and sometimes they don't. But I don't know exactly if I'm going to use these or not. My whole point is I have tons of ideas that are really nice sitting in a drawer that I honor, and I don't know if they're ever going to see the light of day. But these are also precious to me because these signify little reps, little repetitions, me getting better, me honing my craft, me honoring that relationship with the Spanda, with the Divine Beloved, and doing my part. So I don't care. I don't care so much if every single project yields me a great profit. What I'm most concerned about is that deep relationship with the Divine Beloved, and honoring that Spanda that wants to flow out and through me. That's my livelihood. So this is an art project for me. Life is one big giant art project. And living like this is scary. Living like this is scary. I'm not going to tell you that it's not. But again, insanity, you can't escape it. And it's scary for me one way or the other. So what I suggest, this is step 6, is that you accept the fear that comes with either way. You're going to feel fear, but I accept the fear that comes with taking a leap into faith off of the diving board into the unknown. That when I take those leaps off of the diving board into the unknown, the universe, the Divine Beloved, catches me every single time. I take a leap and I do it scared. And I say, I don't know how this YouTube breakthrough challenge is going to go. It's scary to do this. You know, I'm scared every single time I do something like that. And I do something like that all the time. I'm doing new projects like that all the time, multiple of them a year. So it's scary for me to say, I'm going to host a breakthrough challenge. Hopefully people come. hundreds of people came. Hundreds of people came and sat with me every day to get beautiful training, to get their YouTube channels up and running. I did not know how that was going to go. I didn't know if I could put it together in less than 10 days. I didn't know exactly if people were going to like it or not. I hadn't taught that material yet, not those frameworks. I hadn't taught them in public before. And I took that leap. Here's the diving board. Here's me being very afraid to jump off of it. And I've trained myself to jump off the damn diving board because life is an art project for me. And that's my job. So when the Divine Beloved says to jump, I say, how high? And I've learned that every single goddamn time, excuse my language, that the Divine Beloved says, you better jump off that diving board. I've got a very special gift for you. And I take my marching orders, as Richard Miller says. The Divine Beloved catches me every single time and gently places me somewhere that I could not even have imagined. I could not have imagined attracting an alien like you, my friend. I could not have imagined the hundreds of people, the hundreds of weird, little, amazing, glitter-covered aliens that came to join the YouTube Breakthrough Challenge a few weeks ago. All their beautiful faces now posting on YouTube. 100% of the attendees that came to the YouTube Breakthrough Challenge reported that they feel more comfortable posting now. Unbelievable. We had people who linked up and started collaborating. We had a couple that started dating in the challenge. I'm not going to blow up their spot. I couldn't have imagined. I made friends during the challenge. So anyway, I got new clients from the challenge. Beautiful clients, dream clients. So anyway, this is how it's worked for me for the past 15 years. And again, I've done this across multiple niches: nutrition courses, spirituality, somatics, meditation, yoga, like all weight loss, and now business. It doesn't matter. It's across all genres. Life is one big giant art project. So jump in, my friend. The water's marvelous. Okay. Last thing I wanted to mention is that I'm doing a quick little fun money pop-up party. So that's happening this Friday. It's at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can get more information about that at brendaturner.com/fun. The tickets are $1. I do not like doing free events because people don't respect, people don't tend to respect the RSVP there. So put your money where your mouth is. Plunk down $1 and come boogie with me on Friday afternoon. I'm going to be telling you a little bit about how to make more money in your business and how to make the whole thing way fun. I'm all about learning through joy and having more fun. So if you want to stop being a busy, overwhelmed, super stressed out business owner, or you want to start making great money online, doing what you love, having so much fun, come and join me at the pop-up fun money pop-up party, brendaturner.com/fun. I'm going to close today's episode with some beautiful words from some attendees that came to the YouTube Breakthrough Challenge. I asked them, what would you tell somebody who's afraid to follow their heart and get their YouTube channel up and running? And so here's a bit of advice that a few of the lovely participants wanted to just share with you.
You are ready. You're more ready than ever. I know you can do it. Now you just got to believe in yourself.
You're going to feel the fear. You're going to feel all of the doubt and the anxiety, and you're going to do it anyway. So just do it. Do it afraid.
So the message I have would be to bask in the excitement more. I was very caught into the fear of rejection, fear that I'll make a fool of myself. Actually realized that this fear is actually a form of excitement. Let's dwell in the excitement more.
And lastly, if you have any words of advice and or encouragement for fellow aliens here in the community, how you manage to enjoy your life, how you manage to kind of turn this thing into an art project as well, what kind of income strategies do you enjoy as an alien? And let us know what your favorite little takeaways from today's episode were. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, guys, I'll see you in the next episode.